There's really nothing that will move you towards a goal like pain. Growth gang, welcome back to another growth talk. Today we're going to talk about positive thinking. Now, if you've ever listened to any of my content before, then you may have heard me cover this topic loosely in other frameworks. But today I want to talk about it in a specific light. And that is how much positive thinking is too much positive thinking. Now, that's where I'm going to circle back to. So let me make a little note of this. Oh, there it goes. How much positive thinking is too much? Okay, so definitely dropped everything here. So basically what I mean by that is like there's really nothing that will move you towards a goal like pain. And like if you're not being honest with yourself in the sense of trying to maintain an unreasonable trying to be unreasonable when it comes to positive thinking. I used to be like that, like because I'm all the way, you know what I mean, all the way or no way. Used to be, like you can't talk to me anything negative, can't bring any negative energy around me, like none. But like there's a yin and a yang, there's to everything. Like everything has its contrast. So like you can't be all the way or one way. Like so positive thinking and what it serves, and I believe, and like how much is too much. So before we get into all of that, I do want to answer the Q&As. So I put a Q&A post in my stories. So Monday's growth talk, I posted in my story on Friday. You know what I mean? Day before type thing. But for the growth talks on Mondays, I post those on Fridays. So if you ever want to get have a question about a topic that I'm covering, you got to make sure you're watching my Instagram stories to take part in this. So the first question was, how can positive thinking help in overcoming addiction? That's a great question. Now for me, like if you don't have any types of positive thinking, then like you're not overcoming addiction. Like you're just not, because you need to be able to have, you know what I mean, even in the tiniest little increments, like the tiniest little glimpses of light at the end of the tunnel. You need to have some type of positive like wish for your life and for yourself and for the future, for your health, to overcome addiction. Now, mind you, I'm talking more about addiction in the realm of substances. There is a vast spectrum when it comes to addiction, but I'm talking more about here, and I hope that the person asking this question, that's what they were speaking about, is more like substances. So like you have to have a form of positive thinking, but then you also have to have that yin and the yang, have that contrast. Like you also have to be able to be honest with yourself, but having a positive mindset and a positive outlook and forecast for your future will definitely help overcoming addiction. The second question, what are some practical steps to develop a positive mindset? There's a million different things that I could cover here. I'm just going to quickly say the one that I used in the beginning and still use to this day, and that is motivational speeches. So if you go on YouTube and look up Motiversity, the Mulligan Brothers, there's a lot of different channels now. One of my favorite ones is Motiversity. You're going to find a bunch of motivational speeches and motivational speakers. That allowed me, like putting those speeches in my headphones, allowed, like I'll do it first thing in the morning, the moment I wake up, like especially if I'm in a very negative space, as soon as I wake up. But those allowed me to really shift my paradigm and change my mindset, especially moment to moment. Like it compounded, and you know what I mean, and definitely took up a bigger place in my life over time, and wasn't such a necessity to, you know what I mean, like, oh my God, I gotta make sure I listen to that, like, because it does compound and carries with you. But like, man, like if you're having one of those days where like you just can't get out of your head and can't stop bashing yourself and can't stop having, you know what I mean, just a glass half empty type of fucking outlook on the day, then go turn on a motivational speech on YouTube and jump on the treadmill and walk. If you do that, like I guarantee you, like talk about developing, that's a great way to start developing a positive mindset. Question 3, how can positive thinking contribute to personal growth and development? Well, positive thinking is something that you cultivate as a part of personal growth and development, but it definitely does play into it, like into the furtherance of it. Like positive thinking about what's possible for, like, you know what I mean, having that attitude for belief about what's possible for yourself, that's definitely positive thinking. And having the balls to pursue it and to level up and to embrace change. Those are definitely all in the realm of positive thinking and will attribute to personal growth and development. Number 4, how do you handle negative thoughts and maintain a positive outlook? I can't say that I consistently maintain a positive outlook. It's definitely the more consistent of my outlooks. I try not to have too, you know what I mean? I don't want things to be too cynical and negative and mundane. How do you handle negative thoughts and maintain a positive outlook? Like I think knowing your why, knowing why you do what you do and why you pursue what you pursue. You know what I mean? When those negative thoughts, especially like, you know what I mean, questioning your abilities and doubting yourself and stuff like that creep in, like knowing why you're doing it will definitely help reinforce and maintain a positive outlook when those negative thoughts start to creep in and affect your, you know what I mean, your positive thinking. Number 5, can you share personal experiences where positive thinking played a significant role in your own journey of overcoming addiction? It's a great question. The one that comes to mind first and foremost would definitely be positive thinking, overcoming addiction. So whenever I'm in the depths of my addiction and I'm down and out, and I'm not living in my purpose and living in my passion, it's the positive thinking that of what my life can be and what potential I hold within myself that really creates that pain point to make me want to make that change, because it's a significant change, like to overcome an addiction. Like if you've gotten to the place where it can be denoted as an addiction, then, you know what I mean, overcoming it is not an easy feat. Now, the positive thinking, I think, is just like what's possible for me, what I'm capable of, and reinforcing those beliefs. I would say that that's definitely some positive thinking on my journey, at least for me personally, that has played a role in overcoming addiction. Now, I just want to quickly summarize before we end this off. I didn't realize like how long it's actually going to take me to answer 5 questions. How much positive thinking is too much? Now, if you're one of those people who's trying to be zenned out all the time, like just, you know what I mean? Scented candles and flowers and rainbows and butterflies all the time, that is not life. Life has its contrasting points. There will always be a yin and a yang. There will always be a negative and a positive. I suggest that you embrace contrast, because too much positive thinking will, how would you say that? It will diminish the pain needed to move you out of your current circumstances and into the circumstances that you wish to make your own, your ideal circumstances. Like, pain is how you move from where you are to where you want to be. Now, if you're just la-di-da, you know what I mean, too positive thinking, zenned out all the time, well, you may never embrace the emotion of pain that is around your current circumstances to actually motivate you, to move you to where it is that you're aspiring to be. So that's what I mean by, like, how much positive thinking is too much. Like, there has to be a yin and a yang. There always has to be a contrasting point. There's a negative and a positive, and you need to find the delicate balance between both in every different situation and circumstance, because they all call for a different balance. But anyways, I just wanted to cover that. How much positive thinking is too much positive thinking? These were some great questions. You need to definitely cultivate a positive mindset. You need to make sure that you are focused on positive thinking and having a positive mindset. But then, like I said, also embracing the contrast in the yin and the yang. So until next time, let's grow together.